What's up, guys? It's Brian with MTNMix.com, bringing you guys a video today about something that I literally just learned. And what it does is it takes a reference track that somebody might have sent you that they want their mix to sort of sound like, and it analyzes it, and it'll create a custom EQ curve for your master channel to sort of replicate that reference track. So it's a really cool tip, and I'm insanely excited that I know it now because I'm going to be using it a lot. So I'm going to show you guys on the screen how to do it. This is a song that I have been working on. The mix is actually nowhere near complete, but for the example that I got to give, this is all I really need for now. So right now there's a basic mix on his vocals. And down here you'll see that I have a Tech 9 record, What If It Was Me, with Chris Calico. That's the reference track that he sent me. The voices are definitely different compared to like Tech 9 or Chris Calico compared to this guy, but the beats are very similar, which is why, as far as the frequency range, which is why I think that he chose this as a reference track. So I'm going to play a little bit of this for you. I'm going to play probably the hook and the beginning of the verse, just so you could get a feel for what it sounds like, and then I'm going to hop over into the reference and play a little bit of that, and I'll show you.
With too many bitches and I spend too much at the bar. I do too much at the strippers and I did too much to the car. Feel like I did too much today and I bet I do too much tomorrow. Feel like I got too many niggas and we gon' do too much wherever we are. I with too many bitches and I spend too much at the bar. I do too much at the strippers and I did too much to the car. Feel like I did too much today and I bet I do too much tomorrow. Feel like I got too many niggas and we gon' do too much wherever we are.
See what I want, then I gotta get it. My ride and my bitches, I gotta pimp it. The in my business like obstetricians. You get trapped where you eat if you got two kitchens. Out of this world, boy, I got dimensions. My IGO.
Alright, so you can see, kind of sounds like sort of like a DMX cross with Jadakiss kind of voice, which is pretty cool. This guy's actually really fun to work with. So down here I have the reference track. I'm going to solo that out and play it for you. I adjusted the fader so that way it's not too much of a level difference. So take a listen to this.
I'm throwing B signs, throwing them back and repping the street. I'm doing music and I'm writing beast rhymes, but my V slimes had no weak minds. Got with the music, started a group and we shine. Music gave us hella hope, made it up out of the banging and selling dope. We were stronger than a bottle of yolk, so one of our members found a kid to grope. Then Yana gave the petty the rope.
Alright, so there you have that. You could tell that as far as the frequency range of the beats go, it's pretty similar. This beat is a little more spaced out compared to this. This has sort of a constant 808. And the voices are obviously different tones. But the cool thing about what I'm about to show you is how to get the same sort of frequency bandwidth of your reference for the track that you're mixing. So that way when they listen to it, when your client listens to it, they're hearing the same sort of frequency bandwidth compared to the reference that they sent you. And what you do to do that is you bring up your Ozone 7. I think they have this in 6 as well. So unfortunately you do need Ozone to do this. And you throw it on your master channel. Bring up an EQ, and then there's a little feature right here. It's called EQ matching. So you could turn it on or off, or you could just click on the side of it, and that brings up this. That's the hidden part. That's why it took me so long to figure this out, which I don't understand why. But you have your reference audio and then your target audio, and then over here we'll mess with after. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to capture your reference audio. So again, solo this reference track out by Tech 9. Go to the middle of the song, hit capture, and then hit play.
Yo, so one of our members found a kid to grope. Then Yana gave the petty the rope. Losing a man, the band began to slope. Never did think our plan was damn to croak. So doing it solo dolo stands to go. Started making hella LPs. 2000 auto with a 5 felt free because of the hand the label dealt me. But I know 6 Fontana help us smell cheese. #1 independent, gonna be spinning.
Then you can hit stop. So you see right here the blue line. That's the average frequency range or frequency bandwidth for that reference track. The next thing you want to do is you want to capture your target audio. So mute that reference, hit capture, and then you're just gonna record what you have as far as your mix goes. Obviously this isn't a finished mix, but you record what you have for that. So just hit play. I'll play from half the hook going into his verse.
I spent too much at the bar. I do too much at the strippers and I did too much to the car. Feel like I did too much today and I bet I do too much tomorrow. Feel like I got too many niggas and we gon' do too much wherever we are.
See what I want, then I gotta get it. My ride and my bitches, I gotta pimp it. The to my business like obstetricians. You get trapped where you eat if you got two kitchens. Out of this world, boy, I got dimensions. My IGO.
All right, cool. So now we have our two frequency bandwidths, which is the cool part. So now the next thing you got to do is hit this power button, the one that I've been hitting forever that did nothing. So just turn that on. You'll see right away that your EQ band actually automatically adjusts to try to match your reference audio. So turn it on, and then you could hop over here, and this is your smoothing. This is how pretty much simply put how smooth the bands are going to be. You could bring all the way to 0 and it actually looks like another frequency curve. So that's if you want it exactly like, try to make it, you know, to the T what the reference audio track was. I think that's a little cheesy, but I will keep a lot of the characteristics, probably put it around 25% for this example. Now the amount is how drastic you want this to be. So I'm going to start it. I'm going to go maybe again at we'll say 20%, just so we could sort of get more of a drastic example. Now, when you play it back, your audio, you actually will have that similar frequency range that this Tech 9 song had. So I'm going to play the record, and I'll bypass and unbypass this EQ, and you'll be able to hear what it sounds like.
I spent too much at the bar. I do too much at the strippers and I did too much to the car. Feel like I did too much today and I bet I do too much tomorrow. Feel like I got too many niggas and we gon' do too much wherever we are.
See what I want, then I gotta get it. My ride and my bitches, I gotta pimp it. The to my business like obstetricians. You get trapped where you eat if you got two kitchens. Out of this world, boy, I got dimensions. My IGOD, boy, I got dimensions.
And right away, you could just hear that huge difference. And the cool part about this, I didn't even know this was going to happen. This Tech 9 song, you can see on the blue curve, actually got cut. There's a cutoff on the high frequency range, and you're able to see that portrayed on the generated EQ curve, which is actually really cool, and you could hear that pretty drastically. So I think it's really cool. This is probably one of my favorite tips that I've learned in a while. So I'm going to be using this probably fluently until I could sort of do this by myself. But again, this is just a way that you could speed things up a lot. After you do this, I do recommend that you go into it and sort of take out any trouble frequencies that you might have. But I mean, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them when I see it. Sometimes I don't see the comments for a while, but I'll definitely try my best to answer. If it's anything more drastic, something you need to know the answer to right away, you can shoot me an email, which is also in the description of the video. So please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel, so just hop on that, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon.